Hey fellow Brick fans, DJ Bricks here, back for another LEGO review, and today I have a LEGO Brickheadz 2021 set. This is one of the few seasonal sets we've gotten throughout the year. It is set number 40492. It is recommended for ages 10 and up, has 141 pieces, and retails here in America for about $10. Same with all the other Brickheadz like it. It is Catrina. It is Brickheadz number 149 in the series, and this is our first LEGO anything based off based off the Mexican holiday, Day of the Dead, so that is pretty cool. And let's not waste any more time and get right into this set and start deconstructing it and seeing how it stacks up. So looking at the build proper, it does come as standard with Brickheadz. It comes with both a display stand and the actual Brickheadz you build up. Talking a little bit about who this is based on first, is based off of folklore and Mexican culture for Day of the Dead. Pretty much based off of the Aztec goddess of death. It's very interesting. Definitely research this what this is based off of, because it is a very fascinating insight into Hispanic and Latin culture overall, and this doesn't seem to be based off of any one depiction of La Catrina. There's just this general idea of her that she is pretty much a skeletal woman in a fancy regal dress, and she usually has a sugar skull painting on her face, which I think LEGO captured really well. And separating it from the display stand, we can take a closer look at this. It's pretty straightforward for the interior of the build. If you built any of the previous Brickheadz that have semi-address here, like Belle or Elsa or something, very similar build for both the downwards part of the dress here, which is kind of expected here. They do have, it does use a nice array of colors. Again, this is not really based off any one look of her. It just seems to be some version LEGO came up with for their design. It generally fits the general aesthetic here. It just bright colors, very fancy dress. The colors they chose to use pretty much hit it out of the park for me here. You have all this magenta and then this yellow here, mixed in with white of the skeleton here. That, as always, is a printed piece. Head-wise, pretty much straightforward interior build as we've seen for Brickheadz. There's the brain there, and they did change up the interior bricks a little bit for the brain stock, as we call it. The most intricate part of here is the hair. I really like how they did it here. They kind of layer some stuff, and then they kind of use some nice snot techniques here to create the nice shaping of the hair back here. And then, as you can see, they have different colored flowers just thrown on throughout her hair, as well as some that actually have the leaves still attached. The front face, they did kind of do this, tried to do this kind of looking sunken thing like they did with, I believe, Jack Skellington. They also did this, where they kind of made it look a little sunken, just to kind of get that skull look. And from certain profiles, it does look very skull-like. And then printing wise on the front here, We do get the standard Brickheadz design here, and then you do get a printed part here and here, just to get that sugar skull design for her on there, which looks really nice, except for the part I'm seeing a lot within this community of other people pointing this out. They did have quite a QC issue, it seems, of getting this right here, this center dot here. It seems to be they had trouble getting this aligned on a lot of people's copies. The bottom one with the nose is fine. It's the pink part up here on the eyebrow piece that is kind of misaligned, so that kind of sucks. And then up here you got a nice build for a hat here, which is really nice. It's pretty simple, but again, nice color usage, and then they got some flowers built up to here as well. So all in all, I think this looks pretty nice, pretty representative of what La Catrina looks like. And then here you got the display stand, which is kind of deviates from the norm we see here. It's kind of built on its side. Belle and Elsa kind of do it too with this one, but it does stay pretty nicely. And one other QC issue I had with mine, this slope here, it isn't molded full in color, so if the light hits it right, you can kind of see the parts underneath it. So my piece there, I don't think the plastic was mixed thick enough for that. So all in all, I do think Lego pretty knocked it out of the park with this one. It's a nice thing to finally get something representing Day of the Dead in Lego. It's a very nice holiday and a culture to finally be represented in Lego here, and I think, yeah, Lego pretty much knocked it out of the park here. So that does it for looking at the main build. So looking at the extra pieces, pretty standard for Brickheadz. You do get an extra one of those printed eye pieces. You do get all the flower pieces used in this set in all the colors, as well as that hyper stylized flower, which is nice. A couple of extra tiles in a couple different colors, and a few of the quarter round tiles in a couple different colors. But that does it for the extra piece. Looking at the instructions here, pretty plain and basic. You do get that front cover with the box art on it, minus a lot of the info. First page just shows you recommends for you to separate the parts by color so you can build it easier if you need to. And then this set pretty much just takes 41 pages worth of building steps, so pretty straightforward and simple there. You do get 2 pages for all the parts inventory in case you need it, and then on the back, as always, we have that product feedback thing with a generic minifigure this time. So looking in the box, it's that standard size that we've come accustomed to with the Brickheadz line. You got the Lego logo and Brickheadz up the top, set specs right there. Nice product shot of the actual set. Down below here at the border, you do get the Brickheadz character name, and as well as a little number, 149 for this one. On this side, instead of having like a product shot of what the character is based on, we just have a nice little thing for Day of the Dead here with some of the associated stuff with it. And then on the back, of course, we have the product shot showing that she is removable from her base. And then on top, of course, we have little actual size reference, which shows off one of those printed parts that we get here. So that does it for look. So going over the build, pretty straightforward internally for Brickheadz. Like I said, outwards, I actually was very impressed with all the part usage, the colors, how it was all utilized. It is very effective, and they do use a lot of techniques here going right into character representation. Again, they depictions of La Catrina seems to vary throughout all her depictions. It's just generally the same of thin skeletal woman in a nice regal dress and hat, and it's always vibrant. So I think Lego did do a very good job at capturing that, and especially with the prints for the paint on the sugar skull there. I think Lego did a really good job there. That brings me into quality, which again, some of my parts were kind of hit and miss. That print on the sugar skull for the eyebrows of part of it not even matching up is very much a disappointment to me. Lego should have really done better with that. Especially since it doesn't seem to be a one-off issue. It's pretty much everybody who gets a set has experienced that. So kind of a little miffed at that. Price-wise, $10 for standard Brickheadz. It doesn't fall under that normal thing where they up the price for seasonal Brickheadz just because they included so much on the actual display base, which isn't included here. So $10 for this. Really think that really helped it out a lot, so they could devote more parts onto the actual Brickheadz there. So really good price point for this set. So I highly recommend picking it up since it is our first Day of the Dead representation here in Lego form. So it is definitely worth a pickup for either displaying around your home during the holiday or just have it in your collection period, especially for Brickheadz fans, since this is we are almost at 150 here, so this is a really good thing to add to your collection. So all in all, this set does get a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Again, really great pickup. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments below. I always look forward to having feedback or having a discussion with you about the set. Subscribe to the channel if you like what you have seen here. Subscribe, ring that bell so you are notified of whenever I upload new content. And smash that like button, all that stuff. Follow me on Facebook. Do have that. And until next time,